Hey guys, how's it going? I'm wearing a fluffy because it's a bit cold here, but still wearing the latex. Anyway, on growth and ANZACs now. On growth, just came out this morning and I'll show you this. Look, I've got things growing. A lot there, but yeah, those are Brussels sprouts. And I think something's been digging into my, because that wasn't there like that before, but something's definitely digging into my plants. So yeah, I've got some lettuce growing. That's rocket and lettuce. Well, they're both lettuce, but yeah, chards are going off. My celery's doing alright. Finger lime, not sure what it's doing, hasn't fruited or anything, but it's doing something. I thought this vanilla orchid was dead, but obviously it appears to have come back to life again. So growth happens, can be painful, can be wondrous, all that sort of stuff. But it had me remembering about tomorrow is ANZAC Day. Australian New Zealand Army Corps is what ANZAC stands for, and ANZAC Day is a proud tradition where we remember a lot of the soldiers from World War II, and not just Australian and New Zealand soldiers, but all the soldiers who fought in the wars, because a lot of things that happened were just astounding. A lot of bravery, a lot of mateship, and I'm not saying that just between the ANZACs, but quite often a lot of the troops from opposing sides would joke and talk to each other and all that sort of stuff, and they were able to differentiate. Okay, this part of it is my job. This part we don't sort of take any sort of personal offence at, because, well, again, that's our job. This is what we do. We're both fighting for a country that we love and believe in. And there's a lot of birds around here. And it's to remember them, and because of the whole CV issue at the moment, we're unable to do our usual dawn service. I'm going to cenotaphs and paying respects, listening to the last post and the ode. But there is an initiative to do driveway at dawn, so I've downloaded an app, ANZAC Day 2020, and that will that's going to simulcast the dawn service from Canberra at about 5:30 Aussie time. But you can download it from anywhere around the world. It'll get like your location and stuff like that if you wish, but it'll tell you when the dawn service is going to be, and you can pick your flag. I picked the Aussie flag, obviously, and there was I was surprised, as I said before, different types of flags, and it just goes to show that us as Aussies, we recognise that there was a war fought and there were sides and there was lots of vicious fighting. However, there is a time to down tools, down weapons, and just go, look, yep, you fought well, we fought well, we're all mates, we've all been through a lot, and pretty much honour that. A lot of people say, you're glorifying war and all sorts of stuff. It's not about glorifying war, it's about letting people know. I mean, there was a story I remember reading. A person was, their grandfather and all that used to talk to them about the wars where they fought in Vietnam and all sorts of other stuff. And as a kid, he thought it was all great and fantastic, and he thought, it was glorifying the wars and everything, bravery, mateship. But as he got older and he went to the service, and he went through a lot of that, he then recognised that it wasn't his grandfather, I think, glorifying war. It was letting him know the realities of what people will do and what it takes to, put yourself in that sort of position as a vocation, as something that you believe in, to dedicate, whole or a part of your life to protection, service of others, from from, you know, harm or anything that befalls them, or to, you know, serve your country. It was more trying to warn him that these are the realities. It wasn't trying to glorify anything. If anything, it was to discourage. But I guess it's like many things, if you're that determined to do it, despite all the warnings and negatives, and that attempt to do it well, this is the best way to go do it if you are that determined to do it. Now that was an interesting exercise, I thought, in the growth of the person and the concept of being able to, you know, in hindsight, realize that it's not all just the one thought process, it's not all just the one message or narrative. There are many different subtleties that go into that. So when I see a lot of people go to the extremes these days, when they say, look, it's time for some restrictions to be relaxed, and people going over the top and going to absolutism, saying that, you know, you want to get rid of everything. It's like, no, some things, common sense, treat people like adults, you know, grow up. Just because we're saying we're going to relax them doesn't mean we're going to get rid of everything. It's stepping down, it's balance. And it's hard to find balance when you have people that just deal in absolutisms like the media does. So do I go to the media? No, I go to the websites and see what's going on, what's the update. I read the full transcripts. I don't get anything diluted or dumbed down for me, because, you know, I am an adult. Don't infantilize me. Don't tell me what I should be thinking, and this is the conclusions you made, so therefore those are the conclusions I should be making. Get the facts, take the emotion out of it, and realize, okay, look at all things that could go well, all things that could go wrong, and where's the medium in the middle, because generally that's what a lot of people will do, is go the happy medium and balance it out. You will get some people that are a bit sort of going on about it, but I go, that's kind of where you're at. I'm over here with the other people, and this is where I'm at, and I like that as a much better place to be. So tomorrow at about 5:30 starts the dawn service. That's Australian Eastern Standard Time. A lot of us are going to go stand out in our driveway with candles, poppies, lavender, a coffee or tea royale, which is a cup of coffee or tea with a shot of rum in it, which was a treat for those guys out on the front, and to remember all those who've fought before, all those who still fight, and all those who serve. You know, ANZAC Day is mostly for the military, but we don't just differentiate with just the military, not just our military. It's those who serve, fight, and have served and fought for their countries around the world, and those who also continue to serve as a vocation, not as a career. There is a difference. And there might even be a shotgun breakfast, which is just bacon and eggs. Might seem pretty simple to a lot of other people, but when you're fighting in a war, you got to realize that, you know, a cup of coffee with a shot of rum and bacon and eggs for breakfast was probably the highlight of, you know, their time in fighting and in struggles. So lest we forget, and to remember that there is multiple sides to the story, and remembering those who have fallen before and those who protect us now and stand on that wall. I'll be doing that tomorrow. I don't know whether I'll be doing a go live, because we must have a minute silence, so I'll probably do it just before, and probably out for the service. I don't know. Anyway, just encouraging all those guys who are into ANZAC Day. I've made my thing. I've made my little milk bottle with my poppies and Lest We Forget and some pretty lights in it, so I can, you know, light up the driveway. Okay. Hope you guys have a good weekend. I know I plan on, despite the fact I'm going to continue, you know, hashtag Renoing and rubber. Catch you guys later. Bye.